Many people write about miraculous things that have happened in and around the world or events, but the difference is you wrote about something miraculous, and the events in the book are miraculous, and you everybody in the book and all these things are miraculously tied together, that
Yes.
it is just not normal in any way, shape, or form. And in the same way in the second book. And now you're telling me there's even more. So you're miraculously involved in something that is ongoing. And
Yes.
that's what makes it important. Back to you.
Let me just tell you something else, brother. So, one of the objections that, now the Orthodox Jews hate, I mean, the Orthodox, okay, they hate the fact that Zev and I wrote this book. They hated the fact that I wrote that first book, and there's a documentary movie, and it's been seen all over the world, and the book has gone all over the world, even into the underground churches of China, and so is the movie, and now the second book, and all the new evidence and all the new witnesses, and so they hate it because they thought the deep state and fake news of Israel thought they had buried this thing, and so they've been fighting it for years because, Jews are finding out about it,
Right.
largely because of Zev's ministry. But they're finding out about it, and they're reading the book. And the Orthodox are saying, quit reading the book, quit watching the movie. This is a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. And of course, Zev and I have always challenged them, well, prove it's a lie. I mean, we've proven it's not in 2 books. With you know
Right.
how I write, brother. I don't make a
Right.
statement unless I back it up with evidence, and so we've said prove it. Well, one of the things they've said from the beginning is this is not his handwriting. Well, the problem is, how did it get on his website? How come you guys wrote a story about it? The only time you started saying it wasn't his note or it wasn't his handwriting was when you figured out that he said Yeshua is Messiah, because it was kind of in a little code. And once
Right.
that code was broken, then they said, oh, that's not his handwriting. That's not even his note. Where they had just written an article saying, look at this note, written by his own hand. Our dear Rabbi Kaduri said so and so and so and so. Well, anyway, but now they took the note and they destroyed it, brother. And I tell this whole story in this new book, and who knew it firsthand, who told us about it, what they did, where they did it. It's amazing. I want your audience to read the book. But here's the thing. Here's what's just happened. Since the book was written, uh, so just a couple months ago, some people in his ministry declared to the world that they had discovered in Kaduri's books and effects Kaduri's diary. That would be like finding the diary of Abraham Lincoln or something, as far
Right.
as the Jews are concerned. So they found his diary. So, and it's like 400 pages, and it has entries of people that he counseled and ministered to, and blessings that he gave, and the various people in his life. And I mean, just this amazing diary. But before they could go to the world and publish it and even charge for it, because they want to make money off of it, they had to prove that it was his. So they got a man by the name of Eli Stern. Eli Stern is the leading forensic handwriting investigator in Israel. He works for the IDF. He works for the Israeli State Police, National Police. He is the number one handwriting analysis expert. They took the diary to him. He verified that it is Kaduri's handwriting, it's Kaduri's diary. They put it on the internet. They took 4 or 5 pages, maybe more, I've got copies of it, and an article, and they published it saying, look at this diary, look what we found. And brother, if you take the note that we have a picture of in our book, which is a screen capture right off of his website that he wrote about Yeshua, put it right beside it. It's his handwriting. He was 108 years old. His handwriting is very distinctive in some of the ways he makes his letters. He's got his own little curlicues and
Right.
his own little personal signature to some letters, just like I do and probably just like you do. And you lay it beside it. And so they forgot, my friend, that they had been saying that wasn't his handwriting, and then they turned around and produced a book full of his handwriting samples and had the number one handwriting analyst say, yes, this is his handwriting. So in their attempt to be deceptive towards us and the people that read our book, they turned around and shot themselves in their own foot.
Minister Ariel Sharon has died, aged 80.
We are with one of Rabbi Kaduri's disciples.
הצלחה רבה, והצלחה רבה ומהירה, בתוך ביאת משיח צדקנו בקרוב ממש, ואז ישפיע זה על כל כדור ואורץ. מה זה להשם שמע,